Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 10 of our back to school month. Our 30 favorite albums from our high school years, in my instance, in my case. My high school years are 1980 and 1984. I know everybody out there has different high school years. Again, ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. I know depending on where you live in different countries around the world, kind of things are done a little bit differently. But your last 4 years of school before you either went off to college or university or the military or went to work or, got married, whatever. Those last 4 years of school, when you were younger, in my case, ages 14 to 18, the formative years where you were kind of like a sponge, just really like all the music you listened to that you really liked, just you listen to these albums constantly and they've kind of stayed with you forever throughout your life, right? So I have been picking my top 30. We've gotten through 9 so far. Today is day 10. This particular album, not the first album I got into from this band. You might hear another one this month. But this one came out June 22nd, 1981 on Columbia Records, produced by Martin Birch. Of course, I'm talking about Fire of Unknown Origin. Took my baby away. Blue Oyster Cult, as a matter of fact. So yeah, a great album. I bought this, listened to this a ton. Eric Bloom, vocals, guitars. Donald Buck Dharma Roser on lead guitar and vocals. Alan Lanier, keyboards. Joe Bouchard on bass and vocals. And Albert Bouchard on drums, synthesizers, and vocals. Yeah, a really good album. I love the production on this particular album. The song, a bunch of these songs were played on the local rock radio back in the day. 101.5, WPDH, Poughkeepsie, right? So you have the title track, Fire Unknown Origin. Great, catchy song. This album is a good mix of kind of like, heavy rock and some pop flavors and some mysterious kind of psychedelic stuff, maybe a little prog. Really, Blue Oyster Cult, one of those enigma bands that you really can't kind of pigeonhole exactly the type of music they play. They got lumped in as like a heavy metal band, but I never thought that Blue Oyster Cult was heavy metal. Hard rock, certainly. Right, psychedelic music, certainly. They do pop music really well. It's just all these different styles. "Burning for You" was the big hit from this album. That was played quite a bit on the radio. Still to this day on classic rock radio, you do hear "Burning for You" quite a bit. "Veteran of the Psychic Wars" also was played on the radio quite a bit. What a great song that is. That is just a cool, again, what do you call "Veteran of the Psychic Wars"? Kind of proggy, kind of psych, awesome, atmospheric, kind of mysterious song. You got the hard rock and soul survivor. And again, if you're a fan of the Swedish band Ghost, and you listen to a lot of Ghost's like melodies and things like that, man, it just comes right back to stuff like this. I listen to Soul Survivor and I think, man, Ghost could sing that today and would sound right at home in their repertoire. Then you got heavy metal, the Black and Silver. That's the heavy song on here, the really heavy song on here. Big riff, cool production on that. Then you got Vengeance the Pact, After Dark, right? 2 really strong tracks. Joan Crawford has Risen from the Grave, another song that used to play on the radio here locally. And then Don't Turn Your Back. So really cool album. Lots of great songs. Like I said, listen to this a lot. Is there anything I can show you here? And I always thought that was pretty damn cool, right? Yeah, and I saw them, they released the Mirrors album after this, and that's actually a tour that I saw them on with Uriah Heep as openers in 1982, late 82, early 83, something like that. I'm trying to remember exactly when that was. And they played a good chunk of this live, which was really cool, I thought. At the time, in the early 80s, you had, Cultosaurus erectus and this. Then Mirrors, you had the Extraterrestrial Live. So BOC was pretty much, happening band at the time. They did the tour with Black Sabbath, the Black and Blue tour in 1980, right? So before this. And, they were one of those, when I was, in my high school years, Blue Oyster Cult were one of the big bands, the big, like, hard rock, the heavy bands, so to speak. that just kind of always seemed to came around. They always had an album out. And it was just a couple of years later, so right around the time where I was finishing up high school and moving into college, that BOC's kind of status started dipping a bit. They started to become a little bit more active. The Club Ninja album didn't do as well for them, and all of a sudden, BOC kind of got forgotten in favor of all those, commercial glam metal bands or hair metal bands, whatever you want to call it. And the thrash movement also picked up steam. So BOC got kind of left behind a little bit, which happens, right? But this album made quite the impact on me at the time. So that is my pick for today. Day 10, Blue Oyster Cult, Fire of Unknown Origin. Let us know what you think of this album down in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 10 here. We've got day 11 coming up in the anniversary of September 11th tomorrow. So stay tuned for another one here, and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're just coming here every so often, please consider hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. We also have the links down below for our Ko-Fi page as well as our merch page. Also, hope to see some of you at Sea of Tranquility Fall Fest, was coming up just in a few short weeks. October 1st at the Chance in Poughkeepsie, New York. It's an all-day event. The afternoon we'll be recreating our weekly panels live on stage in front of you guys. So we've got, kicking off the day, we've got In the Prague Seat. We've got, after that, the Hudson Valley Squares. Then we're going to do Saturday afternoon at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. And these are going to be mostly like Q&A type of things. So, you guys will be down there in the audience asking us questions. We'll probably have a loose topic, but it's more about you guys asking all the panelists any questions you'd like. Then we've got Chris Caffrey, guitarist from Savatage and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He will be up there with myself doing a Q&A with the audience. We've got Andy Powell, founder, guitarist, and vocalist from Wishbone Ash, doing exactly the same thing. And then music from Sonus Umbra, the great prog band from the Chicago area, featuring Louis Nasser on bass. We have Epic Tantrum, another really good prog band from the Syracuse area here in upstate New York. And then the heavy hitters, the headliners, we've got the Pat Travers Band, Vanilla Fudge, of course, featuring Carmine Appice on drums, and headlining Nectar, legendary British prog band, playing all sorts of their great songs from albums like Remember the Future and Tab in the Ocean and whatnot. So it's going to be a really, really fun time. So come out, come all, hang out with all of us here on Sea of Tranquility live in person at the Chance. And we'll see you then on October 1st. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow morning for day number 11. I am Pete Pardo. Enjoy your weekend. Stay tuned. Coming up later today, the UK Connection, right? So see you then. Bye-bye.